The weapons that shaped humanity from stone tools to hypersonic missiles the moment humanity changed for Veramachni standing in a quiet valley thousands of years ago. No cities, no machines, no government, only silence and fear. A human picks up a stone. At first, it is just a rock, but in the next moment, it becomes something else. A weapon. That single decision to use an object not just to survive, but to overpower changed the entire course of human history. From that moment forward, humanity was no longer just a species trying to live. It became a species capable of domination. That stone would one day become a spear. That spear would become a cannon. And that cannon would evolve into a missile capable of crossing continents in minutes. This is the true story of how weapons, artillery, and missiles shaped our world from the dawn of civilization to the age of hypersonic technology. The first weapons. Survival, not war. Long before nations like the United States or the United Kingdom existed, early humans were fighting a much simpler battle. Survival. The earliest weapons were not designed. They were discovered. A sharpened stone could cut. A heavy branch could crush. A pointed stick could pierce. These tools, dating back nearly 2 million years, were used primarily for hunting and protection. But they also introduced a dangerous idea. Humans could control violence. Over time, these tools became more refined. Spears allowed early humans to strike from a safer distance. Clubs became heavier and more effective. Eventually, humans developed coordinated hunting strategies, an early form of organized warfare. Distance changes everything. The bow and arrow. Around 10,000 BC, a revolutionary invention appeared: the bow and arrow. For the first time, humans could kill without being physically close to their target. This changed not only hunting, but also conflict between groups. Distance meant less risk, greater efficiency, more control over outcomes. This concept, attacking from afar, became the foundation for all future military innovation, including artillery and missiles. The discovery that transformed war. Gunpowder. The next major leap did not come from Europe, but from Asia. During the era of the Tang dynasty in 9th century China, alchemists searching for immortality accidentally created something far more powerful: gunpowder, originally used for fireworks, religious ceremonies, but its explosive properties quickly attracted attention. Someone realized this could destroy enemies. The first artillery fire lance to cannon. The earliest form of artillery was the fire lance, a bamboo tube filled with gunpowder that shot flames and debris. It was crude, unpredictable, and dangerous, but it worked. Over time, bamboo was replaced with metal. The fire lance evolved into the first hand cannons. By the 13th century, these weapons had spread across Asia and into Europe, largely due to Mongol expansion. In Europe, the technology evolved rapidly. Heavy cannons were developed to break through castle walls, structures that had previously been nearly invincible. One of the earliest recorded uses of artillery in Europe occurred during the Battle of Carsae, where primitive cannons were deployed by English forces. The fall of castles. Why artillery mattered. Before artillery, castles represented power and security. Thick stone walls could withstand almost any attack, but cannons changed everything. Walls that once symbolized strength became weaknesses. Artillery allowed armies to destroy fortifications, control territory faster, win battles with fewer soldier leaders. Like Henry V recognized the importance of these weapons and incorporated them into their military strategies. The age of medieval warfare was ending. A new era defined by firepower had begun. The first missiles fire in the sky. While Europe focused on cannons, China continued experimenting with gunpowder in another direction: rockets. These early rockets, known as fire arrows, were essentially arrows attached to explosive propellants. They could travel farther than traditional arrows and created chaos among enemy ranks. These were the first true missiles. Unlike artillery, which relied on heavy equipment, rockets were portable, flexible, psychologically terrifying. A new innovation: Tipu Sultan's rocket. Centuries later, in 18th century India, Tipu Sultan advanced rocket technology significantly. His rockets used iron casings instead of bamboo, allowing for greater pressure, longer range, increased accuracy. These weapons were used effectively against British forces. shocking them with their power and unpredictability. British response: Congreve rockets. Inspired by Tipu Sultan's technology, British inventor William Congreve developed the Congreve rocket. These rockets were used in several conflicts, including the War of 1812. Their impact was so memorable that they were immortalized in the United States national anthem with the phrase, "The rocket's red glare." Industrial Revolution. Mass production of war. Industrial Revolution transformed warfare once again. Weapons were no longer handcrafted, they were manufactured in factories. Artillery became more accurate, more powerful, more reliable. Railways allowed rapid movement of heavy weapons. Communication systems improved coordination. War was becoming industrial. World War I. The age of artillery dominance. During World War I, artillery became the most deadly force on the battlefield. Trenches stretched across Europe. Soldiers lived in constant fear of bombardment. Artillery was responsible for the majority of casualties. New developments included long-range guns, high-explosive shells. Coordinated barrage had become a science of destruction. World War II. The rise of modern missiles. In World War II, weapons reached an entirely new level. The most significant development in missile technology came from Germany. The V-2 rocket, developed under Wernher von Braun, was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile. It could travel faster than sound, reach targets over 300 kilometers away, strike without warning. Cities like London were targeted, introducing a terrifying new form of warfare, the Cold War missiles that could end the world. After World War II, the world entered the era of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union competed to build the most powerful weapons. Missiles became central to this competition. Intercontinental ballistic missiles (ICBMs) could travel thousands of kilometers and deliver nuclear warheads. This created a new concept: mutually assured destruction. If one side attacked, the other could retaliate with equal or greater force, leading to total destruction. From war to space, rockets reached the stars. Interestingly, missile technology also led to space exploration. The same principles used in weapons were applied to rockets that could leave Earth's atmosphere. This led to achievements like satellite launches, moon landings. Weapons had indirectly opened the path to the stars. Modern missiles' precision and power. Today, missiles are more advanced than ever. They are classified into several types. Ballistic missiles travel in a high arc extremely fast. Cruise missiles fly low and precise, can change direction mid-flight. The hypersonic missiles travel at speeds over Mach 5, almost impossible to intercept. Modern artillery. Smart warfare artillery has also evolved. Modern systems include self-propelled howitzers, rocket artillery, GPS-guided shells. These weapons can strike targets with incredible precision from long distances. WHO uses these weapons today. Modern weapons are used by national militaries, defense alliances like NATO, government agencies such as the US Department of Defense and UK Ministry of Defense. Other purposes include defense, deterrent, strategic balance. Why weapons still exist despite their destructive power? Weapons are not just tools of war, they are also tools of prevention. The idea is simple: if a nation is strong enough, it may never have to fight. This concept has shaped global politics for decades. The future. Where are we heading? The future of weapons includes artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, cyber warfare, space-based weapons. The line between science fiction and reality is disappearing. The paradox of power, from a simple stone in a human hand to a hypersonic missile crossing the sky. The evolution of weapons tells a powerful story. It is a story of intelligence, innovation, and ambition, but it is also a story of fear. Weapons have protected civilizations. They have also destroyed them. They have created peace. They have also brought unimaginable suffering. The same human mind that builds can also destroy, and as technology continues to advance, one question remains: will weapons continue to control humanity? Or will humanity finally learn to control its weapons?